As a landlord, you think you know your property, but costly secrets are hiding in plain sight. In a lawsuit, what if claiming you didn't know about a hazard is no defense at all? It starts with a tiny drip behind a wall, or a tenant's helpful DIY fix. These are silent threats to your investment. Worse, some tenants make changes you'd never imagine, like removing a critical support beam, compromising the entire building. Today, we're showing why professional inspections are your shield, broken down into financial protection, legal mitigation, structural integrity, and tenant management. Let's start with the money. An inspection catches a minor leak before it becomes a $10,000 mold remediation job. It's proactive spending. When disaster strikes, insurers cite pre-existing conditions to deny claims. A history of professional inspections is your proof of diligence. This isn't just about avoiding costs. It's about growing your asset. A well-maintained property commands higher rent and preserves its resale value. So the financial case is clear. But what about the people living in your property? Are even your best tenants unknowingly creating huge problems? The perfect tenant who never complains might be your biggest risk. They don't report the slow drain, letting minor issues fester into emergencies. Then there's the tenant who tries to help by painting over a moldy spot. These amateur fixes hide the root cause, making the eventual repair far more expensive. This poses a serious question. How does a professional inspector see what both you and your tenant miss? What's the mechanism that makes their perspective so valuable? A professional isn't looking for broken things. They are trained to see subtle signs of future failure, like a hairline foundation crack indicating soil shifting. The number one wealth destroyer in a rental is hidden water. Inspectors use moisture meters to trace it behind walls before it rots your subfloor. They follow a rigorous checklist from the roof line to the crawl space. This objectivity creates an unbiased record of the property's true condition. This unbiased approach also allows them to systematically check for lease violations, like unauthorized pets or unreported occupants, with objective evidence. Understanding the how is one thing. But what shocking things do inspectors actually find? Let's look at some real-world examples. Case 1. An inspector finds a tenant removed a load-bearing wall to create an open-concept room. The ceiling was already starting to sag. Case 2. An inspector finds bolt holes in opposing walls where a tenant had installed an indoor zip line. Another found a hidden floor compartment. Case 3. A tenant rerouted electrical wiring with extension cords inside a wall, creating an undetectable fire hazard a professional immediately flagged. In all these situations, the landlord had no idea. They were found not because of a complaint, but because of a routine professional inspection. These examples are alarming, but the financial cost to fix them is only half the story. The other half is the legal minefield you enter when these issues cause harm. The law in most places is clear. You have a legal duty to provide a safe and habitable home. This is a legal requirement with severe penalties. Inspections verify compliance with safety codes. They check for functional smoke detectors and secure railings, all common points of failure in lawsuits. This is the most significant legal concept for landlords. The duty to maintain a safe property is non-delegable. The buck stops with you, the owner. Remember the good tenant? They don't report the loose handrail. Someone falls. In court, the question will be, when was your last professional safety inspection? This need for proof extends to security deposits. Without a detailed move-in report, your claim of tenant damage is just your word against theirs. Let's connect the dots. The hidden leak from earlier is not just a structural problem. It leads to mold, which causes a health issue, creating a massive liability claim. The inspection report is your most powerful tool. It serves as irrefutable evidence in disputes and shows tenants you are a professional building trust. When you use that report to fix issues the quiet tenant didn't mention, you demonstrate commitment. This leads to higher satisfaction and longer tenancies. You see how it forms a virtuous cycle? Good maintenance protects the structure, which reduces legal liability, protects your finances, and fosters good tenant relations. A professional property inspection is not an expense. It is a strategic investment. It is your shield against catastrophic repair bills and your defense in legal disputes. We started by saying your property has secrets and that ignorance is no defense. A professional inspection is how you uncover those secrets and build your best defense. Ultimately, professional inspections are necessary for any landlord who is serious about protecting their investment and operating a successful rental business. Don't wait for a costly surprise or a legal notice. Schedule a comprehensive professional inspection for your properties, especially between tenancies. Protect your investment.